Okay, so, and here is after. That's what it's like afterwards. What a difference. So today, we're going to do something for the motorcycle, and we're going to make it safer. So, you guys all know that motorcycle horns generally sound pathetic, and I think the Triumph Street Triple sounds the most pathetic. It's just beep beep, and you can't hear it when you're driving down the road. You surely can't hear it when you're doing 70 and the guy next to you in the lane starts coming over on you. So what I've decided to do is I've decided to take a set of hella horns and we're going to mount them to the bike. Now the problem is there's a lot of weird places that you can mount this. There's not a lot of places that you can mount this, and the place that they're mounted factory are really small. But these are loud. This is a 300 hertz and the other one's a 500 hertz. So it's a dual horn, dual frequency. So you're supposed to be able to hear it across a wide range of freaks meaning frequencies, not you guys. This is the stock horn, which is one tiny little horn, and this is just one of the horns. So you can see the size difference is huge, but there's no real place to do it right there. So got an idea from a guy online, and I'm gonna mount this right about there. Now it's red, it kind of matches. It's not a perfect match, this is more like a tomato red, but I think it's close enough. And I'm gonna try to mount it there because, I mean, I'm going for looks, but I'm going for not dying when people are trying to run me over. So we're going to do a couple things. You got a relay to put on. There's a little relay that you got to put in because they need a lot of power. So it's a direct connection to the battery via the way of the relay. So we're going to go ahead and put these on. I'm going to show you guys how I did it. Stay tuned. Here we go. Okay, so prior to this start of this video, I went ahead and I pulled out this one engine mounting bolt. I have the RNG frame sliders. So I have this bracket. You're not going to have this bracket, you're not going to have the spacer, but you are going to have the same bolt. It's a T50 Torx head. You're just going to back that right out. However you're going to do this, you're going to back it right out. I'm going to show you how I do it on my bike. Your bike's going to be pretty much exactly the same, but I'm going to do it against these. So I'm going to go ahead and back this out, take these two pieces. I'm going to set these aside for a minute, and I'm going to go ahead and get the, I'm going to do the mounting first, and then after the mounting, we're going to go ahead and wire it up. Okay, so I need to fit this bolt, where am I at? This bolt into this hole. It's going to go in this way, but it doesn't fit. So I got to drill it out a little bit. Okay guys, so the first thing I did is it comes with a little bracket, and there are actually three pieces that mount right to the back of this like that. And there's a nut that goes on there. What I did is I took them off. I drilled these out a little bit using a 3/8 drill bit, and I did that so I could get the stock bolt to go all the way through, and it goes through. It just, yeah, there you go, it goes all the way through. So it's a good tight fit, not a lot of wiggle room. Then I just put a little black tape around it just to keep them held together. So now I'm going to remount it just the way it was on there. Okay, so I just mounted that back on there like that. I'm going to do it with these wires, the wire leads, or the little leads right there. Some dirt there. Push back and then push down to the bottom so you can't see them. I'm going to hide them a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this back on. And actually, I just did that backwards because it's going like that, so they're now at the top. So I need to swing this around 180. In my head, it seemed right, but as often is the case, it was wrong in my head. Okay, so now I've turned it around about 90 degrees like that. I'm just going to go ahead and tighten this down. Okay, and then I can go ahead and put this. Now this is a little tricky. Just got to kind of get it in here. Horn's kind of in the way. And these three separate pieces are a pain because, like, right now it's in a bind. But there you go. I got it down. It's just kind of a pain. I don't know why they did that. They wanted stability, but I don't know. Anyway, so now on this bike, I got to put the spacer in because I've got this bar for the crash bar. But on yours, if it's stock, you don't have to worry about that, or whatever your configuration might be. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to get this bolt started. And then it's a T50 Torx head. Put it back on. So I'm just tightening this back up. And what I'm going to have to do is, because I'm running into an issue right here, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this nut off again. I'm going to go ahead and take this nut off, take the horn off, because I got clearance issues and I don't feel like scratching my paint. So not today anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and kick that over like that. Get the screw in there. So now what I need to do is I need to figure out exactly how, because this is going to be sticking out the back. So I'm just trying to figure out, and I'll take you down for a close-up in a second. Okay, so now I got that. Now I need to put the horn on as soon as I find the bolt. So I'm doing the leads down to hide them a little. It's tight, so I guess gotta get it started. Just coming from the bottom to tighten it up. Take you in for a close-up, and that's what it looks like on the bike. Let me see if I can get a further back shot. So that's what it's going to look like on the bike. I don't think it's that bad looking. Kind of like it. Looks like a spaceship. Come in closer, you can see. And I thought that nut was going to rub. I thought the nut was going to rub the bracket, but it's not. It's not going to hit it. I think this is pretty sturdy. And from the front, we look pretty good. So now I'm going to go over and do the other side, and we'll get this thing wired up. Stay tuned. Okay, same thing for this side, guys. We're going to take our T50 Torx bit. I'm going to take this off. If I cannot flip the switch while I'm doing it. bolt through. Put it right back in. See, this one may be a problem with this horn. So this horn I'm probably going to have to, I might have to change. Might have to put it down like that, but I can only do so much. Triumph's the one who neglected to put a decent horn on the bike. Oh, and it's super stinking hot. It's the end of July in Florida, which just means that it's so hot you sort of just want to die. Okay, so this is going to be, we're going to put just like that, kind of straight down. Crappy tools. Oh, my finger's just in the way. Just sort of figuring out where I want that. I don't want to rub anything, so right about there. Just gonna hold it. So put my finger in there to hold this from moving. Okay. Alright, so take the camera here. Okay, take the camera. Same thing applies. Got a little space back there. It's not really, not going to shake around. It's pretty tight. And again, from this side, looks pretty good. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and take the seat off and figure out how to wire this thing up. But from this side, this little horn. Okay, just as a precaution, on that little nut right there, I went ahead and took them both off and put a little Loctite on there. That's just to keep it from you know, loosening up or something when I'm driving. So just something to think about. You know, I did it on both sides, and then I came over. So this one I wasn't able to put the horn to the front because this piece is different and it's straight down. So I thought about it, and I put this one straight down so they look nice and sorry about my hand. So they look nice and uniform from side to side. So they're the same now. It's just that this bracket is a little longer, so I was able to do it. But I decided to just go ahead and face it straight down so they look symmetrical because I have a problem. So, okay, so now for the wire. I made one wire to one horn, and what I did is I took a piece of this little cable, and this is just some cable that I bought at Ace, but it's the same stuff that goes to like a lamp in your house. It's more than enough. It's actually for outdoor. This is actually for outdoor, but it looks like a lamp in your house. So I put two ends on it, and I put a little sheath around it, and there's that side. I got one for the other side. I'm just going to show you real quick what I did. Just take a pair of snips for electrical. We're going to snip off, we're going to strip off a little bit of wire from each one. Twist that a little bit. Get the phrase out so you got a little twist. I got the blue female connectors. I put a female on there. I'm going to go ahead and just splice it down. Crimp it down, I mean. And then I'm going to put the other one on here. Same way. Just twist that so it'll go in. Put it in there. Crimp it down. So it goes crimped down. You can see, where's my damn camera? You can see they're crimped. Okay, so we got this. And I've got a piece of this is some stuff that I had from an install on the truck. So I need to leave. I don't want it to come all the way through, right? This is the black stuff's too long, so I need to have some wire through. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this a little short. A little shorter. Take some of my chain lube for the bike. I'm going to spray a little chain lube right inside that hole right there, so I can just enough. It's more than enough. I'm going to take this and I'm going to slip it right down in the hole. Okay, so I've got it popped out of the bottom. Just going to go ahead and pull it out. Pull it tight. Okay, so now I got 2 of these. They're black. If you get black, I had brown cord, so I want to hide them in black. So if you get black cord, you'll be all right. I don't care. You could put purple cord, yellow, white, whatever you want. But I wanted to hide it as best as possible. So now we're going to go over here. Okay, we're over here. We're going to get this one last little beep. That's the old horn. Okay. So now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to plug this horn in. Plug the horn in. Maybe. Messed up this wire right here somehow, this little connector. I don't know what I did. I'm just going to fix it a little bit. Okay, got it on there. So now I'm just going to...
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these bolts out for the tank. Same one as your seat. It's a number 5mm Allen cap screw thing there. So I'll take this out.
I think I'm getting it. Your hand's moving. It's hard to see.
Okay. Set this to the side. Just put it on the ground. Okay. Okay, so now got these 2 bolts. We're gonna set those down. What that's gonna do is let's take our tank up. Pick our tank up. And a good little prop right there. Tank's kind of empty, so it ain't too bad. So if you come over here, babe, thank you. So I got the wire, got it up around here. I will take a little zip tie or something, zip tie it to something when I get ready. But I'm just going to take this wire, go. Look at that. That's a loosey. Loosey. I have to tighten it up. I don't know why I was talking like Luigi. Dang. There's a way up here. She's laughing at me. There's a way up here. Ow. Damn it, Jim. I know there's a way up here. There's some kind of damn way up here. Well, see, if I was going down, I could do it in a heartbeat. See?
So put a piece down, tape it together, and then pull it up.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
She's so smart. Oh my God.
Woo! That's hot. That's hot.
See, Use that as a little fish. There we go. Just trying to avoid the extra work there.
You spent a lot more time trying to fish it through there than you did doing that.
Pulls apart. I'm just gonna run it. Run it right over here. I'm gonna hide it right in there. That's enough. That's all I need to get in there. Let's see if I can. Yeah, it's good enough. All right, now I'm gonna go do the other side, and as soon as I get that side done, we'll go ahead and pull these the stock one off, because we have to take these clips. So what we got to do here is you got to take this one off.
Don't do that. You won't be able to test the...
I have it on video already.
Oh, okay.
The magic of editing. So I got to get these, and I got to run these. I got to run power from these to the relay, and then power from the battery through the relay, so that when you hit the button, this activates the relay. Relay opens up, lets the power go through. Bam. So I just got to I got to play with these a little bit, trace these back. I'll probably pull them out. So I'll show you what I did here in a second. Stay tuned. You still filming?
Mm-hmm.
She's still filming. All right. So it's got these little clips on here. So I'm just trying to. Damn. One goes one way. Must be nice to put stuff together when the bike's not together. Alright, so I got these. So I'm trying to find up top somewhere. See, here's like a little plug. Nobody knows what that goes to. What does that go to? Goes to nothing. Goes to something I didn't get with the bike. One of them nice things Triumph didn't tell you that it didn't come with the bike. They tell you that you can have it, but they don't tell you how to get it. What am I doing? I forgot what I was doing. So this. I'd like to trace this back. Get this wire out, but I don't know how. So I'm trying to figure that out. And once I figure it out, I'll show you how I did it. Okay, so I tried to get this wire up out of the way, but I can't find a place to do it. So I give up, and I'm just gonna run a wire. I'm gonna cut these off. I'm gonna splice wires in there, and I'm gonna run it up through the bike so that sorry, back up, so that I can take it up to where I need to take it. I got everything figured out. I'll show you what I did in a second. I'm gonna go ahead and do this real quick. Okay, so I got the wire spliced in, got really there's no hot or negative, positive or negative. I don't think it's just the ground. I think is what attached the mounting, and it just runs hot through it. Well, for this there is positive negative. I'm sorry, yeah, positive negative here, but so I'm just taking this up through the body, but first I'm going to heat these up. Some heat shrink on the splices. Shrink on the splices. I've got all this extra wire, so I can pull. Should be able to pull this sheath up over it, just like that. Where I got it. Yep, a little bit more just to can cap it off, and that's a little electrical tape, just to make it seamless on the two pieces of protection there. Okay, so now I got that taped together. I just got to get this. Just got to get this wire up through here somewhere. There's all kinds of places I can do it. Just got to find what works. What works for you. It's very difficult. This wire up through here. Bring this one up through here, running it up underneath the tank. Just like that. I'm going to let the tank back down. Let the tank back down. Tank is burning hot. Holy crap. God bless America, that's hot. Ridiculous. The tank is inside, but my garage is a mess, so we're doing it outside. Alright, we're going to tighten those down, and I'm going to show you all what happened over here. So stay tuned. Okay, guys. So here's what I got. Now, don't be discouraged because it looks like a rat's nest, but it's not. So this wire is coming from that horn, and this wire is coming from this horn. So I have basically what I've got is I've got two of the wires coming spliced together to another wire for the two, and they're going. This wire is going to the negative terminal on the battery. Then the positive wires on the horn, and I don't think there's any one particular positive or negative. It could be, but if it is, I got lucky on the first shot. So I think it's just whatever, just running to it. okay, and then one's a ground. Doesn't really matter from what I can tell. Or I got lucky. Just play with it before you button everything up, and before you, these have all been heat shrunk, but just play with it before you heat shrink it together so you can make a change. But so I got one of each wire coming to a wire that leads to the negative on the battery. Then one of each wire right here, these two, one here from that one horn, and this wire right there from the other horn. And that is going to, this is going around, and it's going to this terminal on number 87 on the relay that comes with it, number 87. Then I have this yellow wire is coming from the hot battery through a fuse, 30 amp fuse. I had a 4 or 5 amp fuse in there and I blew it. It worked, but then I blew it hitting it, you know, so it's too low. 30 is probably too much. I need to probably take it up to a 10 or a 15 and go from there. I just didn't have it, so I'll replace it later. But anyway, so the full hot's coming to number 30 on the terminal. So 30 is hot going into this, and then 87 is hot going out. Okay, so hot and hot, and all this relay is a switch. So right now the switch is open, and it's hot coming in, hot going out, but it's open, so it's not crossing. What we need to do is we need to hook up the wires so that when we hit the horn button, the horn button is these two wires, okay, one each. And again, I don't think it really matters. We're going to push these in right now. Okay, so let me show you. So even though I got hot coming in, hot going out, when I hit the horn button, you hear that relay? That's not this relay. That's a different relay up in here. This relay is not activating, so it can't close. But as soon as we hook these wires up, I haven't prettied this one up. You can see where I kind of got into them. So we're going to hook this up before I make it all pretty. And then we're going to hook the black one up. We're going to hook the black one up. We're going to turn the key back off. So now we got power from the direct power from the battery in and out, but there's no switch being made, which is this relay. So if you hit the horn button, it doesn't work. But if you turn the switch on, now when you hit it, you hear the horns go off. You hit that button and this relay activates. Click, 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 and I can show you how that works. Just like, okay, now I've taken the hot off, so there's no hot going to the horns. The key's on. I'm gonna hit the button, and we can hear that now. Though you still got the one in there going, but I'm gonna focus on this one. And this one is, and if you put your finger on it, if I put my finger on it, oh shit, if I put my finger on it, damn it, if I put my finger on it somehow, and with a hand, put my finger on it, and I hit the horn button, you can feel it clicking. And the only reason the horn ain't going because we got the hot wire off. So we plug the hot wire back in. Plug this. And plug the hot wire back in. Hit the horn button. And there it is. So I'm going to give you a little bit better test of the sound of this. We're going to button everything up. And I'm just going to button this up. I'm going to tie wrap these around a little bit and get everything cleaned up. Okay, so I got everything kind of cleaned up. I mean, there's only so much you can do. We're adding wires to it that aren't factory. Yes, you can do a little bit better job than probably what I got here, but it's wires. I got a lot of extra wires and it looks like a rat's nest, but the reason is I can still get the battery out. So there's some extra wire in here and it isn't hurting anything. And then the best part about it is I'm gonna put the seat on right now. And now you can't see it. So, man, that seat is stupid hot. So I'm gonna put the seat back on. Take the 5mm. Find the hole. We're gonna go ahead and put the seat back on. I'm gonna give a full test. So stay tuned. Okay, so we're installed. Everything's kind of tucked up nicely. You got the thread locker on there, so hopefully that won't come loose. Come from the back of the bike, you kind of look down. You can sort of see they look fairly symmetrical, about as symmetrical as I could get them to look. And as you come around, you see the other one. So sitting on it, I couldn't go forward with this one because that's in the way. So I thought about bringing it back, but I couldn't bring it back because my knee was going to hit it, and I don't want that. So right now, pretty good, and here's the sound with the bike running. That's a huge difference. Huge difference. So hopefully now, when I got some idiot coming over trying to run me over, some idiot's coming over trying to run me over, hopefully now they can hear me, because before I'm laying on the horn and I know they can't hear me. The best I ever got to do is I just sit there and rev it and try to get their attention. But this ought to be pretty good. In fact, I'll probably wind up putting it on the Jeep, because the Gladiator's horn's not that great either. So anyway, that's it. I'll leave all the links to everything below. Just give me shoot me any questions you got, any comments, and I'll be happy to answer them. And as always, guys, appreciate it. Please hit like and subscribe below, and peace out.